guys, welcome back to sTutorials. Tourism Unit 2. In today's video, we're looking at past paper question for the exam year 2016, and we're focusing on question 2. Now, the first part of the question is a little scenario, and from that scenario, you're supposed to name the type of market research. We'll explore that scenario in just a while, and that is worth 1 mark. List the steps in the market research process, 4 marks. Outline 2 challenges facing the Barbican Tourism Authority, 4 marks. And the final part says, suggest 2 segmentation strategies that Barbican Tourism Authority can use to determine whether they should move ahead with this target group. And that question is worth 6 marks, right? Now let's move on to the first part, and this is the scenario. Barbican is suffering from reduced arrivals and expenditure and has targeted the East Coast of the USA because of the growing wealth of the middle class in that area. It is considering entering an arrangement with Constant Airlines to fly twice a week to Barbican and is working with well-connected travel intermediaries. Barbican Tourism Authority is in the process of strategizing about increasing its visitors' flow from this region and is therefore undertaking marketing research. Suggest the type of marketing research in which the authority should be engaged. Now, based on this scenario, you should choose which market research is best based on the situation, and the correct answer here is exploratory research, right? Next part, list the steps in the marketing research process. Now, the first step is to define and determine the problem. Then you define and determine the research objectives, develop the research plan, implement the research plan or conduct research, and finally you interpret and report the findings, right? And those are the steps in the marketing research process. Outline 2 challenges facing the Barbican Tourism Authority, right? Now, the first challenge that we're going to look at is reduced tourism expenditure. The reduced expenditure has implications for the authority entering into any agreement with East Coast Airlines. At home, reduced tourist expenditure also means a reduction in government revenues and also a reduction in gross domestic product. Another challenge is reduced tourism arrivals, right? A fall off in tourism arrivals often results in a reduction in the multiplier effect throughout the local economy. If there are reduced visitor numbers, then it is likely that the tourist spending would also decrease. Now, the next part of the questions refer to segmentation strategies that Barbican Tourism Authority can use to determine whether they should move ahead with this target group or not, right? And we're going to suggest some here, and the first one that we're going to look at is geographic segmentation, right? Now, geographic segmentation looks at dividing up the target market based upon location. The tourism authority should conduct further research in the East Coast area of the US to determine whether the population has a desire to holiday in Barbican, right? So this is one segmentation strategy that the authority can use to determine whether they should move ahead or not, right? So a next strategy that they could use is also the demographic segmentation. Now, within the East Coast, the Barbican Tourism Authority can conduct research by age, gender, and income to determine whether persons who are desirous of traveling to Barbican can afford it. This type of analysis will highlight spending power by age, right? And next segmentation that they could do is psychographic segmentation. Now, this type of segmentation Analysis focuses on the personality, attitudes, beliefs, values, and opinions of the customer. The BTA, which stands for Barbican Tourism Authority, can find out whether the intended target market feels positively about Barbican and would be willing to visit. Next point, we could also look at behavioral segmentation. Now, this divides the market into groups based on various types of buying behavior. Such buying behavior includes loyalty status, occasions, the readiness of the buyer to purchase. Research into this can assist the BTA in determining propensity and readiness of the United States target market to buy travel to Barbican, right? And that's it for this question, guys. So we looked at some segmentation strategies. It asked you to explain or to suggest two. We looked at four, right? And also elaborate on what they are. So that is it for this question. Good luck.
You're awesome. You've made it to the end of the session. Please remember to like, subscribe, and also share with persons who you know will find this information useful. Thank you for making it Fairy's Tutorials.